Good morning, StreamYard users. This is Philip Reynolds, and this morning I am playing Athens, the Athens Blue Crabs. That's my friend Chris Hawes, and Krusty Krab is his head coach. And they will be playing Steve Hightower, basically. His head coach is Don King. And if let's see, if Vegas wins, depending on their point total, they could stay in second place, or they could move down to third place. Athens right now, they're in second place in the European division. That kind of just solidify that. I mean, they can't right now. They can't move up any. Like they can't move up to first because France is 7-2. France needs to lose a couple games for them to possibly get the first seed there. We'll go down to the dice box. All right. Okay. Let us see. All right. And I'm going to take this. Now, I want to talk about this for a second. I know that Rob and a lot of guys, I do as well. We allow the visiting team, if this is a dot, to get the ball first. But really, if this is a dot, if the dot comes up, the Blue Crabs, they don't get the ball first. They get the decision to get the ball first or to defer to the second half. So the Blue Crabs, who are the visitors, won the toss, but a lot of times what I do is I allow that team to defer to the second half, get the ball in the second half, and so the home team will wind up getting the ball first. That's just something I wanted to clarify for a lot of people because I know, like Rob, I was just watching his latest, and that team got the ball first. But really, it's a decision to, yes, get the ball first if they so choose, but they can also choose to defer to the second half and get the ball in the second half, kind of like what the NFL does with the kickoff and that. Um, so we'll go back down and read the result on the dice. I just needed to talk and rant about that a little bit this morning. All right. So the Blue Crabs win, but they will defer to the second half, which means Vegas will get the ball first. Okay. 2-3 means they will be starting in average position. Okay, 3 ticks will come off the clock. So we start at the 3:45 mark, And 2-3-3. Solid offense. They are solid. This will be a field goal attempt. And while I got it, I wanted to let you know that an 11 is a doink, and also that's basically a doink for one side of the goalpost. And 51, if it comes up, will be a doink for the other side of the goalpost. So it needs to be between 12 and 50 for it to be a good field goal. All right, we got 42, so that is good. Vegas will get on the board first, and it's 3-0. 13 on the kickoff, and that Athens fumbles the ball. Okay. 4 on the fumble. The return team recovers, so Athens will get the ball in poor field position. Okay. And 2 ticks will come off the clock. It takes us to 6:15. And that will be 1, 2, 3. Poor field position, yes. This will be a punt. And 52 on the punt. The average field position for Vegas. And 2 ticks off the clock. Takes us to 8:45. 1-3-6 for Vegas. Prolific offense, semi-prolific. Dice says yes, so that will be a TD pass. Okay. 45, the extra point will be good, so Vegas is up 10-0. Oh, I had to re-roll that. Okay. 65 on the kickoff will be average field position for Athens. One tick comes off the clock, so we're at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. 1-4-6. Staunch defense. That is no. This will be a TD run for Athens. And ooh, that is, they just made it inside the upright. You'll see that the extra point is an 11, and they got 12, so it just is in the upright. That makes it 10-7 Vegas. 4 ticks left in the first quarter. 24, that will be average field position for Vegas. One tick comes off the clock. 1, 2, 3 for Vegas. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. This will be a punt. 54 on the punt. That's going to be average field position for Athens. There's 3 ticks left in the first quarter. Let's see what we get. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. .455 for Athens. Dull offense, that is no. This will be a TD run. All right. 31, the extra point will be good. And Athens goes ahead 14-10. And that's where our score is at the end of the first quarter. We'll be in the second quarter here. 26, the average field position. 3 ticks come off the clock. 256 for Vegas. 256. Great field position, no. Home or disciplined offense. They are home offense, but they are going to, rather than kicking a field goal, they are going for it. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To 6. That will be good. So they get the first down. One tick will come off. They're still in average field position. Okay. 1-2-5. Solid offense. They are solid. This will be a corner punt. Wow. All that, and they didn't get a score. That's interesting. Okay, 31 on the corner punt. That will be poor field position for Athens. Three takes off the clock. Takes us to the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. 3, 4, 5. Dynamic or home offense. They are neither dynamic nor home. Soft defense, no. This will be a punt. Um, 66 on the punt. Be great field position for Vegas. Okay. And they get 666. That's going to be let's see if we can get another 2.5 minutes on that. And that is no. So that takes us to the 12-minute mark of the game. So basically, there's 2 ticks left in the second quarter. That would be a TD run for Vegas. And the extra point is good. So Vegas takes the lead 17-14. Okay. That will be average field position for Athens. 156. One tick will come off the clock. 13:45. So there's one tick left in the first half. 156. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. This is a punt. And being as that's a 5, we only have one tick left. That's halftime. It's end of half. And the score is 14-7 Vegas. All right. We go to the third quarter. And Athens will get the ball first. Two ticks off the clock. Average field position. And 236. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. This is just a punt. And that will be poor field position for Vegas. Two ticks come off the clock. It takes us to the 5-minute mark. And triple threes. I already know that that's going to take us to, and we are in poor field position, so we will go to unusual chart A here. We're going to the A chart. 33 on the A chart. This will be a field goal attempt for Vegas. All right, field goal attempt. They got 54 on the field goal. And if you take a look, that is outside of Vegas's field goal attempt. So that is a miss. So the score is 14-7 Vegas still. Athens is in average field position because of the missed field goal. Two ticks will come off the clock. That gets us to the middle of the third quarter. And 3, 4, 5. Dynamic or home offense. Athens is neither of those. Soft defense, no. This will be a punt for Athens. Okay. That will be an average point punt for Vegas. They get the ball in average position. Okay. Two ticks come off the clock. That's a 10-minute mark. And 3-3-4, solid offense. We're looking at Vegas. They are solid. This will be a corner punt. All right. 32 on the corner punt. That'll be poor field position for Athens. Two ticks. So that takes us to the 12.5-minute mark. 2-2-3. Undisciplined defense. That is no. Mild defense. No. This will be a punt. Average field position for Vegas. Okay. Can we get another 2.5 minutes? And that is a no. So we are that will take us to the 2.5-minute mark of the second quarter. 2-5-6 for Vegas. Great field position, no. They are the home offense, so that's a field goal attempt. Right. 66 on the field goal attempt is a miss. That's the second miss in a row for Vegas. And that gives Athens average field position. Let's see here. Do we get another 2? No. So that takes us to the 7.5-minute mark. So we're halfway through the fourth quarter. 2-3-6 for Athens. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. This is a punt for Athens. Um, 21 on the punt. Would be poor field position for Vegas. One tick off the clock. Takes 8:45 mark. 1-2-4. Great field position. No, they're in poor field position. This is a punt. Okay. 12 on the punt. They are electric. Yeah, they're electric. So, but with this, it says an odd result. So we're going to re-roll this, and that is even. So this is just average field position for Athens. Okay. 3 ticks will come off the clock. That takes us to the 12.5-minute mark. So 2 ticks left in the game. 235 for Athens. This is an interception. Possible TD. Need a 5 or a 6 if it's for it to be a touchdown, and that is a touchdown for Vegas. And the extra point will be good, so that puts Vegas up 24-14. 13 on the kickoff. That Athens fumbles the ball on the kickoff. Two. The kicking team is in great field position, so Vegas gets the ball. Great field position. There are 2 ticks left on the clock. They will use one of those. That takes us to 13:45. 1 tick left in the game. 1-1-2. Punishing defense. No. Soft defense. No. This will be a punt. Vegas will punt the ball. 54 in the punt. That's average field position for Athens. And there's 1 tick. Can I get it? No. Well, we're going to go to the unusual chart because 333 is an unusual result. We'll allow go into the unusual result chat, see what happens. 66, and that's B. It says roll again on table C. So this is our first check on table C. It looks like just about everything here results in a touchdown. 45. Receivers attempts a lateral before being tackled, but is grabbed by the defense. Touchdown. So that will be a defensive touchdown for Vegas, and that's the end of your game. I could have let that last play slide because it was a 3, but since it went to the unusual chart, I figured go ahead because Athens was behind and they might have scored. And instead, what happened was the defense grabbed the ball from the receiver, and they went to the yard. So the final is 30-14 Vegas. So Vegas is 6-4. They got 214.4, and they've got 183 against. Athens, they got 190 points for, and 218 points against. And they are 4-6. Which means that if Turkey or the Camels can beat Jacksonville, then Turkey would go from the last place team to the second place team. So what I'm going to do is I will roll France versus Cleveland, my Gladiators, offline, and we will play the Camels and Jacksonville online, and that'll be like our third game of Week 10. That's the plans. And just so you know, I've been working on the idea of a team called Tesla, and what happens if they get a dot. Not only do they get to decide if they get the ball first or defer to the second half, but this dot means they can also use their special ability, and instead of deferring in the second half, what they can do is they can go back to any point in the first half and erase a score and play from there. So say Athens was Tesla, and at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter, Vegas. Oh, wait a minute. We're assuming Vegas is the Tesla. We're assuming Vegas is Tesla. Vegas was up 10-0 at that point. And what they could do is they could erase Athens' score there and make it 10-0. Or the better example is at the 15-minute mark, Athens went up 14-10. They would erase that score. It would be, 10-7 still, and then you would play from basically that point on. And but they're only allowed to do it once. They can't do it more than once. So that could be something you might want to save for overtime if it happens. But it's just an added strategy for the home team Tesla. But that's because they're the time travelers. Figure give them a little Back to the Future type ability that they could go back in time and change an outcome of an event. They can only do it once in a game, and you can't do it in the playoffs or in a YouTube Bowl or a Super Bowl type thing. Yeah, and the other restriction for Tesla is they can only do it in home games. They can't do it in away games. Only in home games. Well, that's all I have for you right now. You guys take care, and I hope all your rolls are good ones. And subscribe, turn on your notifications. If you want to see a particular team played or whatever, let me know in the comments. I've downloaded the 68 Bengals, the 72 Dolphins, and I downloaded some XFL, some World Football League. So if you wanted to see some XFL or whatever, I'd have to go and look at the rules on the XFL because they're a little bit different. There are no field goal attempts in that. There are just extra point attempts, and you get 1 point for so, two for so, and three for so type thing. Um, and just write in the comments if you want to see stuff like that. This is Philip Reynolds heading out. Take care, guys.